What's poppin', y'all? So, as y'all already know by now, as y'all know, that we lost a big time legend in the wrestling world. Hulk Hogan, reportedly passed away yesterday afternoon, just about 24 hours ago. And here's the thing, man. Like this was definitely like unexpected. I honestly was not expecting. I was in the living room about taking a shower so I can get myself ready to go to work. So I was in the shower for about 10 minutes, and then I come out and I came back in the living room, turning the TV on, going to YouTube, and that's where I saw all the news about Hulk Hogan passing, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? And it was crazy that this even blew my mind when I saw this. So I was like, there's no way he passed away. And yeah, man, every news outlet is confirmed that Hulk Hogan has passed away. Damn, man. Damn. And I still can't get over my mind about this since yesterday. I was even talking to a friend about this, and he couldn't even believe this either. You know, I never really watched much of Hulk Hogan during the days in the 80s and the 90s, but, I was thinking about this as I saw what was going on with Hulk Hogan, that the fact that, WWE right now will never be where it's at today as it wasn't for the man himself who created this huge mainstream audience that people or the kids were supporting him back in the old days of wrestling. And I'm being honest with y'all, if it wasn't for Vince McMahon for making Hulk Hogan as like a big money draw back in the wrestling days, back in the 80s and 90s, there would not be a Hulk Hogan. There would not be a WWE today if it wasn't for him that made that happen. Now, I'm pretty sure Hulk Hogan was not the only person that decided to make WWE the mainstream what it is today, but I'm pretty sure that it was a couple wrestlers that you could put on there as well. But yeah, man, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. WWE would not be where it's at today. And with the whole racist thing of him saying the N word, you know, like I'm not, even though he did apologize, which I don't really know much about, which people still hate. Sorry, people still hate him for that, for him calling the N word. But honestly, I don't know too much about all of that. So, whether you hate Hulk Hogan or not, and here's the thing, I don't hate the man. You know, he definitely left a great mouse of work that will never be forgotten. And that's all I can say. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and check this article out. I am gonna put this article in the description box if y'all wanna go check it out for yourself. So let me go ahead and read this. So it says here, Hulk Hogan, the wrestling icon actor who became the most recognized star in the sport, has died. He was 71. According to the Clearwater Police Department in Florida, Hogan died Thursday morning due to a cardiac arrest. He was treated by a rescue team before being taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Hogan's born was Tracy Glenn Bola, grew up in Florida. The WWE Hall of Fame wrestler known for walking out of his theme song, Real American, to represent the natural within the wrestling world. He soared to fame in the 1980s after winning against the Iron Sheik, who submitted as Hulkamania. Momentum is one of the best surgically impact matches of his career. The fight, the fight made of the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight winner. He later lost the championship to title competing against Andre the Giant in 1988. Hogan stepped away from the WWF, known as WWE, in the 1990s after a steroid convoluted The 1990s also saw the wrestler further his acting pursuit. He had already played in a part of the 1982 Rocky 3, and his Hollywood career continued with roles in the 1990s of Jemison 2. I don't know how you say it. Jemison 2. I don't know how you say it. The new Bash of 1991, and the Suburban Camino in 1993's Mr. Nancy in the 1996 of Santa with muscles. WWE is sad to learn that the WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away. One of the pop culture's most recognized figures of Hogan's held the WWE Athlete Globe of recognizing in the 1980s. The WWE exists is condolences to Hogan's family and friends and fans. The WWE wrote on social media that it says Hogan decides to fight for the World Championship Wrestling and WWE competitor in 1994. He debuted his heel persona of the Hollywood Hogan in 1996 and rejoined WWE in the early 2000s. In 2012, the online news outlets Gronkler published a sex tape of Hogan and Hitler Clean, who was married to Hogan's friend Bubba the Love Sponge. Hogan then sued Garth Gazer in the win of the $140 million in a famous legal fight that shut down the outlet that leads to a debate over online on private in the first right attendant rights. I don't know. I'm saying the word right. Yeah. Although Hogan was inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2005, the organization removed the honor in 2015 in the light of him using a racial slur in another sex tape. He was restrained in 2018. Hulk Hogan was a supporter of Donald Trump and spoke on a further of the candidate of Republican National Convention in 2024. Hulk Hogan suffered by his wife, Scott Hogan, as his ex-wife Linda Hogan, and their children, Brooke Hogan and Nick Hogan. He and Linda Hogan married last from 1983 to 2009. He was also married to Jennifer McDaniel from 2010 to 2021. So yeah, man, Hulk Hogan, he definitely will never be missed. He will never be missed, and I want to send out my condolences to his fans and his family that I was not expecting from all of this to happen. Like, one of my favorite matches from Hulk Hogan is that when he was facing The Raw back in 2002 at WrestleMania 18, I believe. It was 18. I thought him and The Raw had a great match at WrestleMania 18. That was actually a great match to see. I actually liked it. I actually did watch that match though, and I did saw a match with Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. I thought that was a good match as well. But with all the things that came into Hulk Hogan's circle, everything with the racism, everything with him, like people was doing nothing but hating on Hulk Hogan. And despite that he has to deal with that for years, it's like there was like nowhere to come out of it. There was nowhere to get out of it. And it sucks because, people on an episode of Raw on Netflix, like people did not want Hulk Hogan. They wanted somebody else other than him. And I thought that was kind of messed up. Like the guy that made WWE where it is at today, I don't think it will be here today if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. So, like I said in the beginning, whether you dislike or like Hulk Hogan or not, You got to respect him for what it is. You know what I mean? So honestly, I can't even tell you enough to say that, Hulk Hogan is definitely one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And he did so much to put his body through just about any single wrestler, that's not here with us today, like Scott Hall and the NWA, you know, like Scott Hall was just like, that was like a shock to everybody when he died. And now Hulk Hogan died. It's crazy. There's a lot of people from this year so far that just passed away, man. It's crazy. But this was like the most unexpected news that I have gotten since yesterday after I saw this. But yeah, man, Hulk Hogan is definitely going to be remembered from his work and his passion that he brought in wrestling. All of that is not going to be forgiven for what he did to entertain the children and most likely entertain the fans and everybody across the globe for what he has done to bring greatness into the ring. So I got nothing more but respect to Hulk Hogan, and the man will definitely be missed, man. So, even though he lived a long life at 71 years old, I thought he would live longer, around like when he gets to 80 to 90, but damn, man, that's too early, man. But at least he had a good life. At least he had a good life. So, like I said before, I wanted to send my condolences to him, his family, his friends, with all of that. So, yeah, man, y'all let me know what is your favorite moment of Hulk Hogan that you enjoy. Y'all let me know in the comments what's your thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, man. That's all I gotta say. At 71 years old, rest in peace to the Hulkster. The Hulkamania. What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan.
My moment to shine. This is my time of flight. I've been grinding forever just for this very night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is undervalued and no one ever could.